Book 1, Bazur's Plot, Chapter 26, The Story of Flickfin Gulkins. Featherdan started to tell their adventure. There are 2 flocks of Flickfin Gulkins around First Wood Sea area. We are the southern flock, and there is a more aggressive flock right by the river that crosses First and Second Woods. We know Tara well. She comes occasionally on her trips to meet us. She slipped by the other Gulkins flock at night. We saw Tara at dawn this morning in our waters. And after she explained what was going on to our southern flock, we wanted to help. Me and Sivren here volunteered for the mission. We are really good flyers, and we also are good sized, so we can carry quite many fairies when flying. We have heard that the northern flock is actually being friendly to Bazur, and they are anyway very nasty birds. They are mean and always pick fights whenever they can. We actually don't know where they came from. They just suddenly came, and everybody seems to think we are the same flock. We are from southern Flickfin Gulkins, have been here for centuries. We are different in many ways. Most easily you recognize us from the purple color. We are bigger birds too than those northern earthy color skinny ones. We have always been purple, and we fly differently too than they, but for you land creatures, I don't know how you can tell the difference. So coming back to the story, we needed to start our journey back here to the beach. The trouble was that the night was already almost gone, and it was getting lighter by the minute. We could not go around the First Woods Island. That would have been taking too much time. So we did decide to try to slip back to the river the same way Tara came to us. Me and Sivren could have flown over the land, but we did not want to let Tara alone to the boat to meet the other Gulkins flock alone. So we took a risk to go through. We were almost through when their scout noticed us, and they started to attack us. Me and Sivren first tried diversion, but they did not go for it and did not start to follow us, but went for Tara. So we were afraid that we would get too far from Tara, so we flew back to the boat and barely made it from the other Gulkins flock's warriors. Tara hid us behind her, or actually under her, and that is why her back got so many peaks, since she was the same time driving the boat too. It is quite sarcastic that the Gulkins poison is really deadly to us Gulkins. We will die immediately from that, Tara exclaimed. Tara, you knew this. Why did you not tell us? We would have gotten someone else to help. I would have come too. Tara shook her head. I really did not understand how hostile the riverside Gulkins are. Tara looked at everyone. Tara looked at everyone. No more heroism. If we need to get someone or separate from others, we always go as minimum as pairs. So we have fighting chance to defend or get help. Everyone was dead silent and nodded. Tara said, good idea. And I was honestly not trying to be a hero. Sivren continued story. So once Tara got badly bitten, we took off from her hiding place under her and started to fly around and make them diverts. This time it worked, and Tara continued coming on the river and back here. Tara was not happy and yelled at us, but we had to stop them attacking, since she already had got many dozens of the poisons. A little bit more and she would have been killed instantly. Thankfully, Feather Dance and I are one of the fastest flyers in our flock, and apparently in the river flock too. We flew them back to the sea direction and then did high flying back. It is very draining to high fly and it is dangerous for us, but it had to be done. High flying messes up our bodies, and that is why we were poorly when arriving here. We flew in the clouds back and then dived back to the boat. We were exhausted and neither landed very well. We thankfully did not get poison bitten. I think Feather Dance got one bite on her leg, but it was not poison, thankfully. Tara was getting very weak from the poison, but she laid on top of that guiding thing, and she managed to get us here. Then you, Sarah, and Tico, you saw us, and rest you do know. Everyone was quiet. Just some sipping and drinking noises were there. Dora broke the silence. Thank you for helping her back, Sivren and Feather Dance. And thank you for coming to help us. Applause were given and agree mumbling was everywhere. Jack asked, cinnamon buns, anyone? I think magically I asked them for a whole army. There are still a lot left. Everyone took seconds, and Jack carried what still looked like a full plate to Morberns and asked, can you take care of this? You run a lot today, so you need the energy. Morberns laughed and took them all. Everyone was happily eating and drinking their food. After a while, I stood up. I said, hey, it's time, Jack. Let's go finish this speech, and then we see where to go next.